Warning, this is a D-view, not a regular review. In such a review, I have almost no control over the guest, and as such, spoilers do spill. If you wish to not be spoiled at all, please leave now. Added clarification, due to problems with the Skype call, I could not use the actual video I recorded, otherwise it would be another 2 months for me to even get the care to edit it. As such, I have made an image of anime versions of myself and the guest, maybe accompanied by a few pictures, so please enjoy.
Hey everybody, Kyrin here, and welcome to a new review. This review is on Sword Art Online. So, first of all, Sword Art Online is an anime that was released last year, 2012. Was it 2012?
Yes, it was 2012.
Good. And is really just blew up in amazingness and popularity, and everything was great for it. But was it really that great? That's what we're going to go into with my guest. What's your name?
Kyrin.
Kyrin? Okay.
Glad to be here.
So first of all, would you like to tell the viewers what you exactly do?
Well, I am a very, very big anime enthusiast. I watch so many animes, my computer can't even hold them anymore. And I just wanted to help Giraton with his YouTube channel, so I accepted.
Oh, thank you. So first of all, some basic information on the series. It was released in 2012. And it went for 25 episodes. It was released on Adult Swim or Toonami
Actually,
English.
To correct you on that, it actually went for 27 if you count them.
The OSTs?
Yes.
I haven't seen the OSTs.
Specials.
We'll stick with 25 episodes for the actual release of episodes.
Okay.
Well, actually, you could double that by... you can actually add 4 episodes to that if you were to include all the DVD add-ons. Okay. It was originally a light novel series by Reki Kawahara, same guy who did Excel World, which I did my last review on, and spans over 4 different sets. Let me see if I can remember what that's called. Anyway. Sword Art Online spans 4 different games, over 4 different arcs. I just remembered what that was. Starting off in the game Sword Art Online. The anime only goes over 2 of these. However, the new season for GGO, Gun Gale Online, is coming out next year apparently. Not exactly sure when, but that's just a rumor going around. Not sure if it's confirmed. It might be here.
But what is confirmed, Giraton, is the new live action drama series that's coming out next year.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you obviously know a lot about this series.
Oh yes, I've watched it several times.
I've only seen it twice. Enough because I really like the show. I've got card covers and everything for my decks. Not as much as I follow Madoka Magica though. So, who else is in here? So, Sword Art Online follows the story of Kirito, who is a massive multiplayer online role-playing gamer, who finds out about Sword Art Online, the first virtual reality MMORPG, massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
Made by Akiko Kayaba!
True. And everybody all over the world is excited for this, but Japan gets it first along with a few other online gamers, so it's mostly simulated in just Japan. So everybody that enters the game is mostly Japan. So, soon after the original release, which is about a good hour, people start realizing that they can't log out. And then they are summoned to the main square of the game, which is revealed that they will be trapped in there forever unless they can complete the game or die, in which they die in real life. And that's in die in the game. You die in real life.
Microwave head.
Head explodes, blood everywhere. You don't want to see that.
Whoever thought that Town of Beginnings would have been the name that everyone would have feared?
The Town of Beginnings. So yeah, everybody goes into shock for the first few hours. However, Kirito is one of the few that actually figure out that they have to run and they have to act quickly. Otherwise, he's going to run out of stuff. So he goes out with tempting his recently met friend. What's his name again? I'm trying to remember now.
What, Kyrin? Clean.
Yeah, Klein. And eventually Klein abandons him to go meet up with his own teammates, so...
That is technically not true. Kirito actually does it to him. He says, come with me, and he goes, sorry, I can't take any more people, so he's like, bugger off.
Yeah, bugger off. Well, it was fairly good. So, each episode goes and follows Kirito, mostly Kirito, in his many adventures within the first game. This is spanning the first 12 episodes. The second series goes into the second game, but we'll get into that later. The main characters include Kirito, as I said before, Klein, who is an eccentric friend of Kirito, who appears in about 3 or 4 episodes.
Technically 5 if you count the last episode.
Oh, true. 5 episodes. And he's normally the comedic relief. We also have Asuna, the romantic interest of Kirito, and that romance just went down the toilet pretty soon. We'll get into that later. There's also a Gil, who is a shop owner and dealer to Kirito, and finally we also have, what's her name again? We have Elizabeth, who is a shop owner and personal weaponsmith for Asuna and eventually Kirito, and Yui. Is that her name? Yui. No, that's Yui is the AI. Yui is the AI that Kirito and Asuna meet.
Adopt.
And that other girl, I can't remember. What's
Which
her
one?
name?
The first one that they meet, the one with the dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon's Pina. I can't remember what the chick's name is.
Hey, how can we remember the dragon over the character?
I have no idea. Because it says Pina's heart. It's like, that's the episode name. Pina's heart. Never says anything about her. But that definitely was one of the best episodes I've ever seen in Sword Art Online. That
was pretty good. That was pretty good of an episode.
If anyone listening, you ever want to look at it, go to that episode. Kirito looks boss as shit.
Well, that's also the thing that many reviewers tend to downgrade. The fact the main character is so OP that pretty much no other character is ever useful.
But that's what makes it so awesome. He's so OP, he's a badass. It comes together like that. And then he gets the chick, and he's just like, so what's up?
He gets all the chicks.
Exactly. He runs into one, he's got Poontang following him.
He gets his own cousin!
That's just, nah.
Yeah. Well, that's in the second season, so we'll leave that out. So yeah, that's the basic plot of the series. So, let's first go into the pros, considering there are so many, but we're also going to go into the cons, and there's going to be so many. So, first of all, the pros. We're going to go, first of all, straight into the story. The story idea is great. I couldn't have think of any better one. Well, maybe. But the plot is, the basic story idea is pretty good. However, that falls down very quickly, especially in the second season. However, I will give props to one particular character, which we'll get into in a bit. Do you want to say anything about the story?
Yes, actually. The story in this, I mean, if all of you anime watchers and game watchers out there, that just
game players.
Yeah, who have always wanted something like Black Ops 2 or some shit in real life, like with movable shit where you can move and shoot yourself. This is Yeah, this took every gamer's dream and turned it into reality for some short period of time until you had to, if you died in the game, you were screwed. And that is just a concept which makes everything challenging, which most gamers love. Gamers love challenges. They love to succeed with those challenges, and it just this is good for anime watchers because anime just it's intense, and also for gamers because it shows them how good life could be. It gives them hope in a way.
Yeah. It also gives the image of being a total badass, considering that but when you're watching anime, you're normally imagining yourself as the main character. Considering how powerful the main character is, yeah, gamers are going to enjoy this a lot. I know I did.
I'm gonna say if I was level 78 or some shit and I was getting attacked by guys and I was like, yeah, you wish.
You did. Anyway, so next up is the music. Music is done by Yuki Kajura, who also did Fate Zero, Madoka Magica, bit of Bakano, bit of oh, what's it again? Dark Black Butler, a few other ones that
Angel
he's
Beats.
amazing for.
Angel Beats my favorite.
I didn't actually get anything about. Let me look up Angel Beats and let me confirm that. But basically, um, Yuki Kajura was. She has done so much, and she got the music just nailed here. The epic choirs that happen during the battle scenes is praised by many, and a lot of the events in it is whew, pretty amazing. Um, however, let me see here. It was Yuki Kajura did not do Angel Beats. However, Lisa did appear in Angel Beats.
that's I'm sorry. That's what I got confused with.
Lisa
Yes.
does the opening theme for the first season, and I think that's it. But God, did she give a good impression? Um,
Oh, dude. She
After
made me
seeing her in
love
Fate
Angel Beats.
Zero, and then seeing this, like, if you look at the Fate Zero opening and the Sword Art Online opening, you can play them next to each other. The video will look almost the same. The music will sound pretty much the same. But it's good songs, good songs.
For all of you anime watchers out there that follow animes by their opening videos, congrats because these are bloody awesome animes.
Yeah, even if you don't buy the anime, you gotta buy the soundtrack for this anime.
Yeah, I'd spend lots of money on this soundtrack.
Yeah, Yuki Kato also did Fate Zero and Madoka Magica, two of my favorite anime ever, and Sword Art Online is also up there. Madoka Magica is actually my favorite anime, haven't been anything. Music, that's right. Okay, sorry about that. We had the technical difficulties. So yeah, we're in music, weren't we? So yeah, Madoka Magica, favorite anime of all time. I can't find something to replace it, and she did the music for that, Yuki Kadra. So, props to you. um, done music, we're done story, animation.
Uh,
If there's anything, if there's anything, if everything else sucked in Sword Art Online, they nailed the animation just perfectly.
I'm gonna say with all those colors when the swords like screeched against each other, my god, it was so full on. It was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And then you have these epic battle scenes where everything is going at such a speed nobody can catch up. And then you have this epic choir music going in the background. You can't top it. You just can't top it.
Just all the sound effects. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I was out of my seat. I was after the first 4 episodes, I was just like, yeah, I can't stop watching this. I gotta watch it all night.
I'm gonna give another pro to the dub. The dub is actually quite good. If they had to nail anything, it was the dub. I've
Yeah,
only
actually,
seen I've only seen one episode of the dub, but they nailed Asuna and Kirito perfectly.
oh yeah, with the voices, like his serious kind of tone, that is perfect. It's like serious yet somewhat childish,
At the same
and
time,
yet
yeah.
hers is like really girly, but yet it's got some backbone to it.
Which was kind of needed for a character. At least for the
Yeah.
start. At least for the start. So yeah, they got the dub just great for at least the main characters. So you're like me and you just care, like, I don't care if any of the support characters suck, I just need the main characters, because if I'm going to be listening to the main characters a lot, the support characters not so much, especially in Sword Art Online. Actually, the support characters appear very little. For example, there's throughout most of the series, you don't see Asuna for a lot of the time. And she suddenly appears out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh, she was the character from, like, the second episode. And then everything just follows them too, and that's another con for the story, I must say. The whole time skip thing kind of got you confused about the whole story. But they had to span the entire first season over 2 years worth of events. It was
Well,
going to be some time skips.
that's hard with any kind of anime that's only going to last 12 episodes for one half of the season. It's just, you can't just not do that. You have to kind of expand it.
Yeah, but the story, the thing is, I've read all of the light novels, every single one of them, every single one translated, that is. And yeah, the original novel is actually better than the anime. The anime just gives you a good context for the story, so watch the anime before reading the books, because that's a good idea. But yeah, other than giving context and style and voice, the anime does nothing really to the story, and the story is kind of very close. The anime followed them pretty closely, except for one point. Every episode after episode 2 up to episode 9 was in the second book. That's the thing. It wasn't in the first one. The first one had everything from 1. 2 wasn't even in the books at all. And then from 9 onwards is in the book. So animation. We're in animation.
Okay, animation. Well, with the animation's just amazing. It's not much you can say. It's just you watch. All you have to do is pretty much just watch. You watch and you just can't look away.
Okay. I'm gonna say one thing about the animation. You gotta see it to believe it. It's just the action scenes fused with the music by Yuki Kadra just make amazing perfectness in about how long is the average action scene in a Sword Art Online? Good minute.
Yeah, good minute, 2 minutes.
2 minutes max, yeah. Unless you're in there in a boss fight, which goes for a good 3.
Or the final boss, which is like bloody nearly a whole episode.
Yeah. And those things, God, the scenes are just amazing. The animation blows you away. The colors. The first episode is called Colors. The amount of colors they like to use in this anime. It's not like Death Note where it's like everything's black or red or blue. This is every single color of the rainbow in like one episode. And it's just amazing.
Especially blood, don't forget blood.
The blood when they actually get to that is not bad.
It's very realistic.
It's a bit scary. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, animation we can't say much because you gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin it for you.
So next up we have characters. This is gonna be a touchy subject.
Would you like to name your favorite?
Downhill. Characters. Okay, we're just gonna say the good ones before we get to the cons. I'm gonna say Kirito, for most of the part, is an interesting character. However, most of the time he's just a badass.
Which is good.
Which is pretty good for some people. If you gotta watch this show not thinking too much. If you're going in with a reviewer mind, you're not probably gonna enjoy it. However, if you just go in there for fun, you're gonna be fine. You just watch the heck out of it.
Like I do.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get into one character. This is in the second season, so minor spoilers, but in the second season, they changed the game, and the main bad guy, as in the main bad guy of second season,
Sugo.
is the most hateful guy in the world.
Sugo.
You just want to punch him. And the thing is, he's not even a good bad guy. As a character, he sucked.
He's a pervert.
Yeah,
That's all I can say. He's not a bad guy. He's just a pervert.
pretty evil sounding pervert with
That too.
with a god complex, and he sucks as a character. But everything about him just makes you want to punch him in the face. And when he starts screaming near the end, he's such a you just want to kill him.
He's a girl.
And the thing is, when it gets to that point, massive spoilers, but
Kayama!
holds back. You just suddenly think, shit. The main character ends up being better than you. And that part was just amazing for me. I don't even know why. It's such a bad guy. I explained this in my Excel World review actually. So, but yeah,
I'm gonna say
just a guy you kill. And
you would never get this, but you know Ichigo from Bleach, right?
yeah,
Over the weekend, you never guess who I saw him playing the voice actor
what?
in Blue Exorcist. He plays the brother of the demon of the devil's son. Oh my god!
Oh god, I gotta watch that show.
It took me 10 episodes to realize it. I was like, what?
Wow. So yeah, just another thing about Bleach. You know the main bad guy in Bleach? Like the whole massive bad guy goes through pretty much nearly the entire series.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like in the end, he turns into a fairy. He turns into a fairy, and I'm like, wait a second. Sword Art Online, main bad guy is a fairy. What? I don't know if that was I don't know if that was an intended
Cock up.
thing, but I don't know. I don't know. And okay, then we're gonna get into the sub points. Action, amazing. Romance, goes down the toilet. Cooking.
Amazing. I mean, come on, they have rabbit stew. When does anyone ever get to have rabbit stew?
Rabbit stew. Probably people who hunt rabbits.
Rednecks out there. Can you catch me a rabbit?
But there are so many sub points, and they all just go into it. It feels like you can live in this world, even if you can't eat, sleep, or shit.
I mean, you think of you think of this anime and you go, you never once think, how are they staying alive outside of this world?
Yeah,
only at the very end when you start thinking about it.
actually explain it in the anime, but if you read the book, it explains it pretty well. But how else is someone in a coma in a hospital meant to have all that?
Exactly, but you never think of it.
They have facilities.
The very first time I watched it, not once did I ever think, I wonder what their actual bodies, where their bodies are. Not once did I think of that. All I was doing is focused on the anime. There's nothing.
Here's the thing. I was the complete opposite. I was looking at this and I was going, yeah, how are they staying alive in the real world? Then I read the book. They first of all have a special bed that allows them to keep moisturized and all that. That's to keep them actual bodies alive. They have the average hospital thing for like feeding them through
the drip, yeah,
wires, drip. And then how they pee in that and have natural crap. That's also in the bed. Not gonna say how.
I don't want to know how.
Yeah, so many sub points. It's just weird.
Oh god.
Which goes into the cons pretty well because so many sub points also mix up as a con as there's just too much in it. You don't know what you're following. In which you're originally just in there for the action. And, hey, the action's amazing and they do it really, really well. We'll stick with that.
That's pretty much it. That's good.
So first problem is the stories. The story is all over the place, and the guy did originally write this when he was 15. The original book writer. He did write this when he was originally 15.
Okay, he's 15. He's thinking about chicks. Most of these bloody backstories are going to be chicks.
The thing is, the first story only followed him and Asuna, and it was really all that. The
Well,
second bit was, yeah, he even admitted at the end of the book in the author's notes. He even said, "Yeah, okay, I didn't really like that myself. It was kind of just something to get people looking for it into there." I'm pretty sure in the back of the mind he was also thinking that as well. So yeah, harem. Also, the second season he wrote when he was 20, but that just sucked. Fortunately, the third book, which I hope to God they continue with this anime, because I read this book and it just blew my mind the amount of awesomeness they could throw in there. The only thing I could say bad about it is not enough Asuna, and that's it.
I'm so sorry, but with these Japanese animes, with a guy at 15 writing such an awesome first season, switching to fairies in the second season, how when you get older you get gayer?
I think he was trying too much on character development in the second season, because he did say that he was working on character development in the third book, which was the second arc. And he said he was trying to work on character development and failed. And he continued to work on that, and he kind of just didn't get around very well. But he needed a reason to get his sister in this, and that was not how you make a sister.
I'm gonna say
Slash cousin.
she's a fairy.
Fairies. But yeah, a whole bunch of complicated crap in that. Here's another thing. Sorry, second season sucks. First season, amazing, as long as you don't think about it too much. Second season sucks balls. Third season, I hope they make, and it will be even more amazing than the first season. However, the fourth, if they ever make it, will blow my mind because it goes into Matrix style.
That would actually be really nice.
Yeah, no more spoilers. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, next up, there's no cons with the music, full stop. Animation, no cons with the animation, full stop. Other than maybe a bit excessive fan service in the second season, but that's pretty much it. Characters. Asuna being a tsundere. No. Elizabeth and other girl we can't remember being basically there for a harem. Sugu, Kurito's cousin slash sister slash cousin. She was a horrible character. And again, with the cons, we're gonna continue on with the bad guy. He was kind of... He was sucked as a character, but was amazing in execution. It's just that. Finally, we get to the scores.
Yeah.
So, I rank my anime from 1 to 10, with 1 being absolute sucky, 10 being you have to watch this now, and 5 being meh.
It's like, hey, it sparked my interest. But
So yeah. What was my scores again? I believe I have scores for story, animation, music, characters, and own personal enjoyment. So, I'm going to get your scores first. What do you give... I'm going to get a calculator for this.
Okie doke.
Yeah. Okay. So, your first score would have to be on story. What are you going to give it for that?
On story?
This is over the whole season. The entire series, not just...
Over the whole season, the first season would have gotten a 10, but because of the next season, I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8? Oh, fair enough. So yeah, 8. What are you gonna give animation?
Animation, I mean, the second had its definite big moments where, like, the transformations and the reuse of the swords, and I mean flying at it. I'm going to give that a 9.
9? Good. Oh, sorry. Next up is music.
Music. I'm sorry, that's a 10. I can't. No, every song in that bloody anime I have got on my phone. There's nothing that can not make me say 10 on
Okay, characters.
that.
This one.
I'm sorry. Kirito is amazing. I don't care how shit any other character is. He just tops my list, and that kills every other one. So I don't care. It's a 10. It's a 10 for me. As long as
Pretty
long as he
generous on this, and personal enjoyment.
personally. Oh my god! Come on, like you gotta ask me.
Yeah, 10.
I've enjoyed this so much. I've watched it like 20 times. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be a bit more serious about my score. But, okay, so I passed that all together and divide it by 5. Okay, so I've got the score for that. So yeah, let me just write that down somewhere. Hold on, Matt. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to first give story. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's kind of my standard 7. Story wasn't all that great, but it was just perfect for me and probably perfect for you. So it gets 7, about the same as Excel World. What was next? Animation. I'm gonna give that bloody hell 10. There's only one show that even gets close to that, and that's Fate Zero.
Oh, Fate Zero, bloody. Oh, don't get me started. Oh.
I'm not gonna get you started. That's for another review. So, and then we get into music. I'm gonna give that a 9 just because I love Yuki Kadra, but I didn't necessarily like the ending and starting themes for the second season.
Okay, the first season, the ending theme was a bit
Yeah.
but the second season's starting in bloody in sync. That was amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a 9. Characters. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give this a 5. Just Kirito
Is all of those points.
5. It's the overall characters.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, +1 because of that amazing bad guy. And then personal enjoyment, 9. I gave that for Excel World. I gave that for Sword Art Online. It's got a 9. Okay, so we're gonna announce the actual scores. We have for you. You have a score of 9.4 for Sword Art Online. Not surprised. But for me, I've got 8.2, so it's pretty high up there. I'm going to round those ones up, so you've got 9 and I've got 8. That rounds up to about 8.5 on this total review, which means in all actuality, I think we're going to have to round that out to 8. So Sword Art Online gets an 8.
I'm sorry, I'm always going to give it a 10, but yeah, the
I
man.
would have given it a 10. You would have given it a 10, but I have been saving number 10 for something else, so
I think I might know what that is.
away in my little cabinet of anime scripts.
I think I've got somewhat an idea of what your 10 is.
Yeah, something will get 10, but just not yet. So yeah, we're gonna have recommendations. First of all, recommendations. Definitely watch Fate Zero if you like this, and also watch Excel World for the sake of it.
Yeah, watch Excel World, just funny.
It helps with the facts. It helps with the world building of Sword Art Online.
Okay, with you guys, I'm gonna be straight here. I have watched countless animes. I mean, if you saw my bar on the side of my bookmarks, it just goes down forever. But the 2 anime I'm going to give you today, oh my god, they blew my mind. Blue Exorcist and oh god, it's hard to say. Elemental Galil. If you can find Elemental Galil, that's the very first anime I ever watched.
So this also gets the rank of watch if you like games. Seriously, if you like games, you gotta watch this. And
or MMORPGs.
Sorry, that's the tagline. Tagline is watch if you like games. Rank is buy it if you have the money. Buy it if you have the money.
Or just download it from your computer, which I did.
Well, to watch it dub or sub, personal preference. Just go with whatever. And where to watch it legally, you could watch it on Crunchyroll for free. You could watch it on Funimation for free, I think. And you could also watch it on Adult Swim on Toonami for you guys in America. Over here, we also have Madman.
Madman's awesome.
GG, Madman. Can't wait till you throw out the Blu-ray, which I
Okay.
won't be able to watch because I don't have a Blu-ray player. So yeah, closing statements. Anything? You gonna say anything else about this anime?
I can give one good review to one place I can always watch anime and it never is one of the best ones that I've looked at. It never has let me down for any anime I've ever watched.
Well,
And it's,
is it legal? Is it legal?
anyone watching the video, you can go for it.
If it's legal, it's fine. If not, you've got Madman, Funimation, and Crunchyroll. You've got all those three. You've pretty much.
Well, it's been up for 5 years, so I don't think you've found it yet.
So yeah, thank you for coming on to the show. Video review, whatever. This is only my second debut, so it's still all over the place. There's a few technical difficulties with the call. So yeah, I'll see you around. Gyraton out. Anything?
Kyrin out. See you later.
See ya.